Σε καλή. Νομίζω συμφωνούν όλοι, έτσι. Ευχαριστώ. Λοιπόν, και έχω να ρωτήσω το εξής. Πόσο χρήσιμα είναι αυτή τη στιγμή τα δεδομένα του δημοσίου και πόσο πιο χρήσιμα θα μπορούσε να ήταν ο ΕΟ? Αν έχετε και εσείς αυτή την απορία, ο κύριος που ακολουθεί θα μας λύσει αυτή και πολλές ακόμη. Ο κύριος Γιώργος Καραμανώλης είναι co-founder και CTO και CIO.
CIO, CIA.
Όλα αυτά τέλος πάντων, διαλέξτε ένα και πάτε ό,τι θέλετε. Ναι. CrowdPolicy Ελλάδος και Κύπρος θα μας μιλήσει για τη νέα ψηφιακή οικονομία, τον APIs και τον Open Data, δημιουργία προϋποθέσεων οικονομικής ανάπτυξης και εξωστρέφειας με πλατφόρμες Crowdfunding. Δηλαδή, πιο μεγάλο αυτό δεν γίνεται. Είναι η μισή παρουσίαση. Χρειάζεται το μικρόφωνο, αγαπητέ κύριε.
Ναι.
Βεβαίως.
Ευχαριστώ πολύ.
Παρουσίαση σας.
Thank you for your impressive introduction. Okay, my name is I'm George Καραμανώλης. I'm co-founder and CTO, CIO, etc. of CrowdPolicy in Greece, in Cyprus, and of Social Bank, a new fintech startup that will be also presented through this presentation. Okay, I would like to speak in English, but the presentation in Greek, I think there's no problem with that.
No problem at all. You're in Cyprus.
We have done a lot of effort in Greece to support at the government level, before our company our establishment of our company, to support the government to implement open government and e-government activities. So, Michael Psalidas, he is sitting there. Say hi, and me. We were technical consultants at the level of the Prime Minister's office. We have collaborated with two different Prime Ministers, and when the third asked us to stay, we say, okay, we now go to the private sector. This is where we have started. So we help the government as a technical consultant implement initiatives and, for example, the first version of the transparency project in Greece, the Clarity program, Diavia, Clarity is a strong word that would describe a better transparency. The law for the government, the Open Data portal before 5 years, the Open Labs to promote innovation of the public sector, etc. And all that initiative created a great experience that was the first capital of our new effort in CrowdPolicy. So, in what way we have developed so much activities in a few times? So, our technological basis was open source Open Data. We ran activities in order to incentivize the executives of public administrators, because in every public reform you need ambassadors in society and at the level of public administration. We use agile development and agile project management methodologies, pilots, proof of concepts, Pareto law, etc. All these concepts are also applied in the Crowdhackathon. Happens a few meters from us, and they're trying to develop this platform, the innovative platforms and services using open data. So the Clarity project, the transparency project in Greece, was a large-scale project that addressed to the whole of public administrators. With Nikos will speak about Diavia especially, and we also have a legislative framework also in Greece that support the provision and the promotion of open data. But it is very difficult, especially in Greece, to implement, and every government to implement the legislation. Okay, we have the legislation, but how this legislation is implemented at operational and the technical level. And this is the most difficult challenge. Through the open data, the provision of open data, using the Clarity and Transparency project, 5 years ago, a great ecosystem has been created. And this is 5 years ago. We can imagine what could be developed now if the government, and any government, could provide open data. What we can do at the corporate level we operate now. We organize crowdhackathons. Crowdhackathon happens now. And in generally, what we can do at the level, again at the corporate level, is to play an important role in what we say API economy, on how we deliver APIs, how we mobilize communities, how we develop mobile apps, etc. So through the Crowdhackathon process, we are in contact with a great ecosystem, the greatest minds, the most creative guys that are the solution for the Greek. We think that they are the solution for the Greek crisis. And one of the most important concepts in the Crowdhackathon is that all the deliverables, all the applications that are being developed are also provided as open source. And that's the main concept, that the openness, transparency, and accountability, and the ability of to reuse all these resources to adapt the applications that are provided through Crowdhackathon to the operational value chain of the public administration, to implement new services, new products, etc. The same concept is happened through the Crowdhackathon Open Data, and we all know how useful are the open data sets. Igor has talked about that, and all the speakers. And okay, I would like to share also with you another experience in Greece. For the first time, a region, a public sector institution, okay, Peripheria, Stellingartsi, provides real-time data through the region dashboard. We can see real-time the budget, where our money are going, the investment in public initiatives and public infrastructures, and the accountability section, where I can see real-time my application, my tracking ID, and how of many applications have been implemented by the local government. This is the real meaning of accountability, and of course the deliberation process and the crowdsourcing process that a public institution has to apply in order to discuss and co-formulate with the citizens the policy and the strategy. This is some screenshots about the Open Budget platform and the Open Data platform that the region operates. And one important thing, and I think politicians that do work would like to demonstrate that picture, is that they provide information about the impact at the social and financial level about the projects they are running. So it's something that when you have politicians at your side, it is easy to implement innovative things. Some print screens about the liberation platforms and crowdsourcing platforms we are running in Greece. And last but not least is that difficult organizations and complex organizations, like banks, the most complex organizations in every economy, are now working on that concept and at the open concepts, because they have realized that through openness, transparency, and open access of data and APIs, they can create better services, they can create innovative products, and they can be sustainable at every level. So the National Bank of Greece is the first bank, I think, at the Balkan level that provides a public API where you can use it to develop applications that has to do with fintech. And the main question is how to support all these initiatives, these projects, these ideas, the Crowdhackathon's applications, what new teams are thinking. One idea, again implemented by the National Bank of Greece, is the crowdfunding platform, where and this platform operates in the matching fund with the matching funds concept. We have institutional funds, funding that is supported by the banks, and crowdfunding. So, good ideas for social or business cases are being uploaded on the crowdfunding platform, and the crowd and investors support these ideas and this concept. But how all these deliverables, ideas, applications from hackathon, from teams, from the ecosystems, from accelerators could be sustainable? The first pillar of the strategy is crowdfunding. The second is to implement a sustainable and continuous way to fund innovative platforms, products that will be related with the core business and strategy of the lead partner. And under that, for that reason, we are running a fintech accelerator to help these teams. Αυτά έχω να πω. Ευχαριστώ.